Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the very first Shop My Stash of 2024. I cannot believe it, guys. We are finally in a brand new year. Let me know if it was the same way for you, but 2023 was just so weird to me. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just such an odd, weird year. I think it's because we were kind of like in that last year, after the pandemic, and now we're finally really getting back, into normalcy. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if the year just kind of felt weird for you too, because it definitely was like a weird one for me. It's actually New Year's Eve that I'm filming this, but this video is scheduled to go up on New Year's Day, so it will be the very first video of the new year. At this point, we have completed all of our declutters, including my eyeshadow palette declutter, which I will link down below just in case you guys missed that one. I'll also link my entire Shop My Stash playlist. I know there are some of you guys that do enjoy watching those videos as well. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to flip the camera. I'm going to show you where we are now. I have switched my decorations, so I took down the Christmas decorations and I did pull up some Valentine's decorations. I will show you guys those first, and then I will show you guys what's in my starting project empties for 2024, and then we'll move into the Shop My Stash. Backtrack, reverse. Before we jump into that, I did want to mention that I am planning on doing a Q&A. I made a post on my community tab. You can drop questions there if you like. You can also drop questions down in this video as well. I'm planning on filming that next week, so there's like a whole week, that you guys can ask questions. Now, if I don't get any questions, then there won't be a Q&A, so it just kind of depends on what happens, but I did want to let you know about that as well. Now, let's jump into the Shop My Stash. Let me show you guys the updates that I have made in the background. I'm going to try to do this part as quickly as I can. We don't want this video to be like 2 hours long. As you can see, we pulled down the Christmas decorations, and now we're kind of moving into Valentine's Day. The rest of the house is still decorated for Christmas, though, because we don't really pull the decorations down to after New Year's, but I did want to go ahead and update rather the background. First thing I want to show you is this lipstick case, you guys. This is so freaking cute. If you are familiar with higher end luxury refillable lipstick cases, you know exactly what this looks like. This looks like a dupe for the ones from the House of Sillage, which are like over $100. I paid $3 for this. I got this at Walmart in their stocking stuffer section. I was there doing like some last minute shopping. They had just pulled these out. I got one for me, got one for my daughter. I just thought this was so freaking cute, and I thought it would just be perfect in the background. Unfortunately, these are not refillable, so once the lipstick is gone, that's it. But yeah, I just got it for the case. I mean, come on, guys. So freaking cute. All of these are perfumes that I got for Christmas from both my husband and my daughter. My husband got me the Dossier ones. My daughter got me the ones from Finery. There's also another one up there. The reason these are in the background is because I don't really have anywhere else to put them right now. Currently, at the moment, I've been like using these baskets to hold all of my perfumes and scents. As you can see, I'm running out of space, but we're in the process of redoing this entire space over here. We're like taking everything down, dusting, cleaning, redoing everything. And once we have finished with all this, I am going to be getting new storage for all of my perfumes to go in. So I'm excited about that. But for now, this is just kind of what we're working with. Over here, this came from the Dollar Tree. It's just a wooden box. It looks like a stack of books, and the candle came from my oldest son. This is also a Christmas present. This is a 3-pack that came from Huntington Home, so this came from Aldi. And what these are they're made to look like macarons. So like when the lid is on the top, it looks like a little glass macaron. It's so freaking cute, and I thought the pink one, which is strawberry scented, would be perfect in the background for Valentine's Day, so we have that there. Over here in our like specific kind of decorative holiday seasonal shelves, this will change. I'm in the process of looking for some more decorations, and I do want to try to find some like heart-shaped lights maybe or something to go up here. But for now, we have, this is the outer carton for the Love and Death palette that Nomad launched for the 2023 Valentine's Day launch. I have one of my cute little gnomes here, and then the rest of these are just like little palettes that kind of look like Valentine's Day. This right here is the cover of a Toblerone. I think that's how you say it. It was like a giant chocolate bar. Like I said, we're going to change this once I find some more stuff. But for now, this is how it's looking. Now that we have that out of the way, I want to show you guys what I'm starting with for my 2024 project empties. For foundation, I just have my Essence Keep Me Covered foundation. For concealers, I have the Too Faced Born This Way. I thought I was going to have this one done by the end of the year, but she's still kicking and she's not expired or anything, so I don't want to throw her away just to throw her away. So we're still working on this one. I did bring in 2 more concealers though. We have the Art Deco Photo Face, which I just moved from here over here, and then this one is the Camouflage. For primers, we have the original No Pore Primer, which I'm still working on emptying. I thought I would have that emptied by the end of 2023. It's not quite, still got a little bit left in there. I also brought over from the Relove of Revolution, the Power Fix Mist, because this one was empty, and then we're still working on that highlighter from the Glow Baby one from AOA Studio. I pulled in my LA Colors face primer, and we still have, as you can see, just a tiny, tiny amount of the Niacinamide Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. We have almost used up the Party Proof Color Pop. She's still hanging on though. I brought in my e.l.f. brow over here, the Beauty Vault liner, my last two mascaras from AOA Studio. I decided to go ahead and pull in my Tarte Timeless Primer as Project Empties because I've had this one for a while. I do like the primer and I definitely intend on replacing it, but this particular one I do need to go ahead and use up. And then we have just a little bit more of the Sorbet Primer from Touch in Sol, so I pulled that over here as well. That is what we were starting with for our 2024 Project Empties. You guys know this will change, as I finish things out and bring new things in. Let's move into the Shop My Stash and let's start with our eyeshadow palettes. Now, even though I have switched out the background for Valentine's Day, we are still in winter, and in January, I like those wintry tones, those more cool tones, so like icy blues, silvers, things like that. The first palette that we're going to pull out is from ColourPop, and we're going to pull out the Stone Cold Fox. This one to me is just the perfect mix of, icy neutrals, those cooler tones, just perfect for the winter. And then we're also going to pull out from Nomad, I think it's this one, yes, the Whistler Lodge palette. As you can see with this one, we have that perfect mix of just the icy, wintry, snowy blue shades. I'm going to love using this shimmer right here to put together some gorgeous icy looks for winter. I haven't showed you guys yet what the actual drawers look like since doing my declutter. As you can see, in the first drawer is pretty much empty. So now I have space for new palettes coming in from 2024. Let's see. I think I'm going to pull in the Mandalorian. I think there's a lovely mixture of like cool neutral tones. This one right here is going to be really, really pretty. I think that's it for this drawer. I do want to pull the Euphoria palette back out. And I think I want to pull in one of my Sephora palettes. I think I'm going to pull in the Smoky Jewels, and that will be it for our palettes for January. And I did go ahead and pull in the wine one from the Lamplight. As you can see, there are some really pretty jewel tone purples in here, a couple of icy blues. I do want to test this palette out some more, so I thought I'll go ahead and grab this one too. All right, now let's move into our base products. And once again, this is the new storage for my powders, primers, foundations, and concealers. Now, the only thing about this one, which is different than the plastic storage I used to have, is that these are actually trays, not drawers, so I do need to pull them out all the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them out, put them on the vanity, and then we will pick out our products. So first, let's pick out powders, and I'm going to pick one under the eyes first. We're going to go with this Revolution Banana Powder. And then for face, we're going to go with the Sephora, which is just the Sephora Translucent Setting Powder. So this is going to be my face powder. Moving into primers. I want to pull out a gripping primer, one for my pores and one for mattifying. So the first thing we're going to pick out is the gripping primer, and I'm going to pull out the one from e.l.f., which is the Power Grip, but I'm also going to pull out the one from Ulta Beauty. This is the Get a Grip Gel Face Primer. This one was brand new to my collection in December. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, so we're going to pull this one out so I can test it out. I don't usually pull in more than one primer of the same kind, but yeah, like I said, I am testing that one out. Now for the pores. We're going to pull in this one from Haley's Beauty. This is the Refine. And then for mattifying, we're going to pull in this one from Beauty Creations. This is the Flawless Stay Poreless Primer. I got this one out of that advent calendar, and I've been dying to try it out. We also need an eyeshadow primer, and I'm just going to pull back in the one from AOA Studio. I had put this one back since I was trying to finish that one out, but this is the one that we're going to go ahead and pull back in. Now for foundation. The first one I'm going to pull out is from House Labs. So we're going to pull this one, and then I'm also going to pull the NYX Professional Makeup, the Blur, or the Bear With Me Blur. For concealer, I'm going to pull out this one from ColourPop, the Pretty Fresh, and then the other one is going to be from e.l.f. This one right here, we're going to pull these two concealers. Before we move into blush, bronzer, and highlighter, let's pick some liners, brows, and mascaras first. First, liner. I'm going to pull this one from AOA Studio. This is the Wonder Liquid Eyeliner. I've not used this one yet. Then I'm also going to pull this one in from Relove. This is the Slick Flick. Moving into mascaras, you guys, all of these These are all brand new. All of the older ones got either tossed or I used those up in 2023. And all the ones in here, these are brand new mascaras. Never been opened, never been used. There are ones in here that I have been dying to try for a while. The first one that we're going to pick, this one is from Beauty Creations. I got this one out of that advent calendar. It is the Thickening Mascara. And then the other one is going to be this one. I got this one out of a BoxyCharm. This is from Dino Platts. It is the Escalator Mascara. I guess it's just a regular volumizing mascara. This packaging right here, guys. So cool. For brows, I'm going to pull in this one. It's technically a liner. I got this out of that Willy Wonka advent calendar, but I figured we'll see if this will work as a brow pencil. All right, moving into blush, bronzer, highlighter. And I definitely want to pull a palette this time around. I'm going to pull back in the one from Blend Bunny, the Bare Cheeks. I'm mainly pulling this one back in for these two shades right here, which I think will be really, really pretty, cool toned shades for, January for the winter. Highlighters. I do want something a little bit more icy, a little cooler. I think I'm going to get this one. This is from AOA Studio. This one is the Everglow Highlighter in Magic Hour. This is more of a cooler toned pink, and this will go really, really nicely with that palette I just pulled. And I like to pull one more. Do I have something a little icier? This one. This is the Polar Vortex for Be Perfect and Ice Queen. We're not going to pull any liquid or cream highlighters this time, so let's move straight into bronzers. First, cream bronzer, and I am going to pull this one in from Moira. This is the Stay Golden Cream Bronzer, and with this, we're going to pull in also the Summer Heat one for BH Cosmetics. This one is a little bit light for me, but the two mixed together, they're perfect. For powder, we're just kind of like starting over with rotation. We're going to go into the Kinder Beauty Kind Bronze. This one is in Tranquil Tan. All right, moving into blush. It's like once we get past the eyeshadow palettes and face products, everything else moves pretty quickly. I know that I want to pull in one of the ones from Be Perfect. We're going to pull in Fever. This one is similar to the shades that are in that Bare palette, but this one has more of a glow. I think I want to pull in this one as well. This one's from Docolor. This one is shade 601. This one is a softer pink, whereas the other ones are a lot more cooler toned, a little more purple. For a softer, just kind of everyday tone, I'm going to go ahead and pull in the other Docolor one, which is in 501. That's going to be it for powder. Do I want to pull in any creams? I want something that can give me kind of like that cold girl kind of look. What do I want for that? I'm going to pull in Charmed, if I can find it. This one right here. AOA Studio Hush Blush in Charm. That is going to be it for blushes. Actually, I'm going to pull in one more, and it's going to be the Eyelash shade from Ilia. This one I think is going to be perfect for those wintry tones for January. Let me get all this stuff organized on the vanity, and then I will show you what it looks like when we are done. I realized when I was organizing everything that I forgot to pull in setting spray, so I did that, during the organization. I went ahead and pulled in the Kimchi Chick Stage Proof and then the NYX Matte Finish, which I got out of an advent calendar. So now we have everything that we need. Everything is nicely organized. As you can see, I'm loving how everything is looking for the new year. We are refreshed. We are starting over. I am so happy. If you enjoyed the video, please really give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with my channel. Don't forget, we do have the Q&A coming up, depending on if I actually get any questions or not. You can drop questions in that post in my community tab. You can also drop questions down in the comments of this video if you would like. If you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you consider joining my little family. Hitting subscribe, make sure you tap the bell so you don't miss a thing. You can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.